Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hard Drive 32, a channel dedicated to learning how to not only make a 32-bit game, but also the art of 32-bit games. I'm your host, Alex Wolkin. Good to be back. I missed Monday. I was so sad. But yeah, I had some severe technical difficulties, which is all part of the learning and growing process. So, I do want to do a little status life update. Why was I not on yesterday? Well, there was a number of reasons why. Number one, I was working on trying to do some Instagram live stuff. The thing is, I thought it'd be really cool to on stream not only record myself, this ugly mug of mine, but also the drawing tablet. So I had this crazy elaborate setup with this webcam going on a Android emulator. I had this phone recording the screen. I had both of them going at once. I thought it'd be the coolest shit ever. Come to find out that doesn't quite work. Come to find out that is like laggy as all hell, to where it was just it's just a total mess. We'll just say it was a total mess. Didn't work like I thought it would. So I still want to try to do Instagram live before the YouTube live streams. So probably what I'm going to do going forward is find a way to hook my phone, aiming down, and recording my my drawing paper, and kind of taking it from there. And yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do, is just record my physical drawings there on stream, and then I will move on over to YouTube after like 15-30 minutes, depending on, and going from there. The other reason I wasn't on yesterday, let's see if I can display this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to display this super accurately here on stream, but I'm gonna do my darndest to do so. I would like to show you how beautiful my phone is right now. I thought, like, who wants a working screen on their phone? That's ridiculous. What's better is to turn your screen into a mosaic, like a beautiful cracked glass mosaic. So let's see here. What's a nice bright white screen I can click on that you can see just how gorgeous my screen is looking at the moment. Here we go. Let's just click on some Instagram art, and maybe you can see. Let's see if I can get that on stream. You just see cool art. Oh, there you go. I'm getting some of the reflection here. I think you see this lovely spider line fracture here. Well, it goes from the bottom of my screen all the way to the top, because I was out yesterday and I dropped my phone like a doofus. It hit perfectly, just perfectly, to where it completely shattered. So yeah, that was great. Yeah, I wanted that to happen. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. But what's crazy, that I got insurance on this phone, so that later tonight, 7 to 9 p.m., oddly enough, super late, they're gonna send an AT&T person over there and set me up with a Google or Samsung Galaxy S9, which currently I'm running the Pixel. I'm kind of sad. I love being in the Google environment, but you do what you gotta do. It's gonna be a free phone. It's gonna have some benefits too. But yeah, other live updates. So the stream schedule might change. So right now, just so you guys know, stay-at-home dad, and typically this stream takes place during kiddos' nap times. Just before I got on stream, I was cuddled with my 3-year-old son, trying to get him to go to sleep. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but my other son has just woke up. So typically I have, and he's an infant, he's only 10 months old, so I'll probably have to go get him here in a second. I'm so sorry. Typically I have a sitter, a grandma sitter, that helps out partially with this, so that way if any kid wakes up, taken care of, everything's coolio. But it's pretty hard to schedule it. So for example, what will probably happen is in August, my 3-year-old son is going to go into daycare, or not daycare, at pre-K, and he'll be there morning to night. And what I'll probably end up doing is having the grandma sitter move to the mornings. So I'll probably move my stream to the mornings, knock it out then. So probably expect, I would say, in the next week or two, I'm probably going to move to an August stream. And that's probably what I'm going to do. Just because it's more reliable as far as schedule and all those kind of things. The other thing is if I do have to, I have the sitter coming back. She actually had to run a quick errand, but she's going to be back here in a moment. But I might have to hold the little baby on stream for just a few minutes. And you know what? I'll probably do that now. I'll keep talking about the channel and stuff like that, and hold a cute baby for you guys here on stream until the sitter arrives. And then at that point, I'll probably start the usual drawing session. So if you would be ever so patient, I will be right back with a cute baby for you to look at. Un momento. All right. Hello, streamers. Say hello to cute baby Lucian. Say hello. He's like, oh, he's fascinated with the keyboard at his feet. I can already tell he is in a wet diaper. I don't think he was given fresh diaper. Oh, temporary muting. His father life here. Okay, so then the next thing I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna run off, grab him his quick table so he can eat. He looks so sad. So we can eat, and he'll probably just chill, and then we can keep talking and keep going. So if you don't mind, everybody, I'll be right back in just a moment. And don't mind, I'm gonna put you on the countdown screen so you get some lovely visuals while you wait for just a second. Be right back. And we're back. Thank you for the patience. Hidden beneath me is either a gremlin or a young child that I'll be feeding. So yeah, so there's a couple things kind of want to talk about, which I can, before we get the opportunity to chat and do some drawing, I'll feed this baby and tell you what's up. So like I was saying, probably in August, the schedule for this channel is going to change up a little bit. And that's just to accommodate for, got a kiddo going to school, pre-K, which is awesome. I'm really excited about it. And honestly, probably pretty emotional the first day he gets to go to school. It's going to be bittersweet. And then also with how the sitting works, it'd just be better if I probably move the live stream in the mornings, be more consistent for you guys, be able to honestly get more stuff done on stream, because I'm very much like, I'm a morning person. I'm not a nice person. As soon as noon hits, my energy levels in the day just start to slowly decrease. When I was in college, man, all I did was stay up all night and work and to like destroy my body for design. But I just can't do that anymore. There was like, just as an example, my last week of college, when it was, finals time, I was working on my portfolio and I went a period of, no joke, I think it was, if I remember right, this isn't an exaggeration, if I remember right, it was 56 hours awake to pull off my student portfolio. I was so wiped out. I was like, I read about the effects of sleep deprivation. I had heard about them. I'm sure everyone has, but you eventually hallucinate and all those kind of things. At 56 hours, guys, I actually got to that point, and it wasn't funny. It wasn't like, oh man, I'm tripping out, this is great. I was like, my heart was hurting, my head was hurting, I had a constant headache. I had I couldn't control my body temperature that well, so if I entered a cold room or if I entered a hot area, it was like out of whack. And then like, I wouldn't necessarily call it hallucinating, as they would say in Google search results, but my mind, like, it wasn't actually a dream state. It was just kind of like foggy, and I was out there. I was really out there. So I could do that in college and be okay. But now, as a dad and a parent, it's a little tough to pull all-nighters. So yeah, I don't do that anymore, that's for sure. And nowadays, I prefer to have a good night's rest. So I'm definitely a morning person when it comes to productivity. So as I was saying, yeah, so this channel, the streams will probably move to the mornings. And then other kind of cool stuff I wanted to bring up was kind of like why I'm able to do this kind of stuff is I was pretty smart with my graphic design career. When I worked in games design, I put a lot, me and my wife, we saved up our money and we put it all into like property rentals. And my goodness, you guys, it doesn't take long with property rentals to just get a few duplexes or like home rentals to have at least enough income, enough passive income. It's not a lot of passive income, but enough to where like we can actually explore something creative like Hard Drive 32. So that's kind of like how I'm able to do this all right now, is I'm thankfully in a state where I do have enough of a passive income to pursue it. And so yeah, that's something I might even talk about later in the channel. Like if I can get this to be successful enough, doing tutorial videos on just like how to generate passive income, and then open up yourself to pursuing like a creative pursuit without the constraints of worrying about the roof over your head or food or all those sort of things. It's a longer route to take, and I would say if I was younger, like if it was before college or in college, I would take the more dangerous route of just pursuing my creative pursuit and going from there. But I'm older, have family, have responsibilities, so honestly doing something like passive income was like what gave me the opportunity to pursue this. So I think it's something I'd love to talk about in a more full-length video, and how like anybody can get into that. Honestly, with the state of the world, just as far as like economics go, I think the younger generation does have as stats will bear out, that the younger generation has a much harder time with home ownership. But I still would love to talk about how it's still a possibility. It's a lot more difficult. But if you're older, if you want to get in art and you do want the opportunity to explore art without the pressure of outside influences, like economically, I think it'd be a really cool topic to speak on, and how you can move beyond those roadblocks. So yeah, I'd love to talk about that in a future video. And that brings me to the next point, which is I'd love to also, we were talking with my wife, at this stage of the channel, I'm trying to grow myself as an artist to get myself confident enough to feel like I can accomplish to somewhat of a degree the artistic vision I have for projects. So that way, when working with other creatives, say on a dev team role, I can provide the feedback in the direction that they need. Because I've worked in a professional game environment, and I understand like the level of direction you need to provide other artists to be able to, for them to pull off their work. And so that's part of why I'm doing these illustrations and beginning 3D stuff, is I want to get to that point again to where my skills aren't as rusty and I can communicate with another team member and help direct them in their role. So in all of that ties also into the passive income thing, which is I might start making video game inspired t-shirts that I will sell for additional passive income. Oh, it's a grandma. Oh, I bestowed the grandma. Say hi. What's that? I got some partial food. We are passing off the baby. He's so, yeah, it was the, so one moment. All right, yes. I'm gonna do a quick closing of the door, just in case young kiddo awakens and runs in here. So as I was saying, that t-shirt designs plus practicing my art so I can do game stuff, combining those two to create another stream of passive income. So that's like one thing I want to be as like what generates income for this channel is the t-shirt designs, because it's going to help me grow as an artist too, and also those portfolio links for those designs, bring them to check out Hard Drive 32. The other thing is eventually, while practicing making game assets, doing some game art assets that people can purchase on, say, the Unity Asset Store or the Epic Store. And so that way, that's another form of passive income. Because at this point in my life, I've got a pretty decent rental property stream to where things are super difficult for us in our life. However, with the kiddos and their needs grow, I am the type of person, I don't want to be, when pursuing creative things, like be a detriment to the family and so forth. Like I still do freelance graphic design, but freelance graphic design, freelance art in general, the time invested to what you get in it, it's good, and it can be just the living that you have. However, I think it's easier to succeed in that if you treat it as like a 9-to-5 job, something where you're putting in regular hours. And being a stay-at-home dad, that kind of regularity with schedule is just difficult. So I do freelance graphic design. It does bring in money for the family, which is great. However, I want to spend time towards things that are more passive because of the irregularity of being a stay-at-home dad. All right, that's the catch-up of everything. Going for the quick bullet point summary: likely a move stream in the mornings, likely to do illustration designs that'll go into t-shirts. Hey, if you guys think are cool, you can sell. If not, share, whatever. And then 3, probably do some tutorial videos both on lifestyle as far as like how I got to this point, as well as graphic design. And I might also do some just general illustration Adobe stuff. And then that's it. All right, that was a lot. Yes. Now back to what we're working on hand, which was our Denji from Chainsaw Man. And he's my first ever experiment with turning a character model sheet into something 3D. Though I wasn't able to stream live yesterday, I did continue on the Denji, and I'll show you guys where I got to There we go. There we go. Got Photoshop popped up. And one moment here, you guys. I'm gonna make sure my audio is all correct, so that way I don't lose you guys at any moment. Looks like it's working pretty good. Awesome. So yeah, I knocked out a bit of the side view here as well as the front view. And honestly, this is all pretty messy, but I thought, you know, while I was drawing yesterday, I realized like, yeah, I'm working on this. I know what's happening at this phase, but what happens when I hit the Blender phase? How much of my character model sheet is going to be a success and how much of it's not going to be a success? So I decided that I'm not going to spend an irrational amount of time, especially with, you know, my art being at the level it is, working on this character model sheet. Instead, done is better than perfect is the method I'm doing with this. So I went ahead and knocked out the quick side view. I'm going to do the chainsaw version today. So like doing the Chainsaw Man variant of him, and keep the details pretty sparse on this character model sheet because I'm curious to see, since I'm the only person designing this, I want to know, is this enough visual information to do the character modeling portion of it, and how much of it can be added onto the texture phase of working on a character model? Because you can draw in a lot of those details later, and since I'm working with a character that already exists with Denji, I don't necessarily need to worry about the reference or what it's going to be. So like, for example, if I was working on an original character and I was bringing it into Blender, sure, I might want to make a more detailed character model, or yeah, character model sheet like this here, more detailed drawings, so that way I get all the information inside the 3D design. However, since I'm working on a pre-existing property and character, any kind of visual information I do need for the 3D modeling phase, I can pull just directly from the comic. So it's a little bit different scenario that I might be working with in an actual game dev situation. It has a lot of the tools as well as the skills I'll be using, but it is a little different than working on original work. So this is my baby mode step in. Okay, front and side view. Let's look at what we have here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a moment to clean up my layers. I'll name them all. I'm also, since we lost some time here, I'm gonna work so fast, you guys. You're gonna hear that cool sound of me just typing like crazy. Okay. Alright, line work. Honestly, for a first start, I think this will totally work just fine. The other thing you might notice is I didn't add any shading to these. The truth is, a character themselves is going to be flat shaded whenever they hit Blender, so it's not necessary for me to do lighting on the character, because you want your game engine to do the lighting for you on your characters. Okay, almost all done. Labels. Yeah, this was a fantastic learning experience though so far. And next one I'm probably gonna time it. That's something, whenever I work on graphic design, I time everything. I time absolutely everything. I want to know how long it takes for me to do anything when I'm working on freelance, because I want to know how much to charge. I want to know all of that. So I'll probably start doing that whenever this process becomes more regular, because even doing this stream, you guys, gets my heart pumping so bad and so nervous. It's funny, unlike graphic design, which is just secondhand nature, I've been doing it for so long, it still gets me going, working on this type of art. There we go. So we've got these here. Greato. I'm trying to think about how to approach this necessarily. What I'll probably end up doing is I'm going to start with just the baseline work. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Turn off the original line work. Take, say, the front view. duplicate it. And I'm going to pull in an inspo image of Mr. Chainsaw Man when he is transformed. Put it here in chat for you guys. And let's actually take this moment while I'm loading these things. Do a quick Instagram post just to say, hey guys. Thankfully, I've got this all saved to where this should only take me a moment. Take a quick photo. Say hi, everybody. Hello. Boom. All part of the process. Playing that game to say hola to everybody. And I want to say, for the people who are here, thank you so much for being here on Hard Drive 32. It means a lot. I'm so excited to grow this channel and connect with all of you guys. And one thing I've noticed is I've started reaching out to other creatives on Instagram. And gosh, they're all so friendly and nice. It's just been fantastic. Really, really nice outreach and kindness I'm finding from people. I'm kind of an optimist. I always kind of expected people were great, but they truly are awesome. So there we go. Boom. Okay. Chainsaw Man. Images. We'll get me a quick inspo image for you guys. Go. Here's our horrifying devil monster right here. Oops. Okay. So it looks like he keeps most of his clothes on. All right. And the thing that changes is... There we go. He gets chainsaw for hands. Ooh. You know what's interesting is this... this is a great example of like the lesson. Wow, the lesson I'm going to learn doing this type of work. If you notice, Chainsaw Man, his head, this character model sheet. Let me move this back here. There we go. So, check out, by the way, if you think about it from the front view of where this chainsaw is sticking out, it's very front on. So the chainsaw is going to be very vertical as far as on this character model sheet. Like, it's going to be so hard for me to be like, oh, that's a chainsaw. But the side portion of his head, you know, that's going to show up, of course. And the arms have the same problem. Like, it's going to be difficult to show the angle of these. But we're going to figure it out. The portions of this is going to be easy. Portions of this is going to be harder than I thought. Maybe that's the point and the challenge of it all. Because it's time to learn. Okay. By the way, if you want to ever reset your colors to black and white, just press D while in Photoshop and it'll automatically reset it to it. Chainsaw face. He's always screaming. Probably want to make him screaming too. So proportionally, it's going to be the same as his current head. So let's go ahead and what I'm going to let's go ahead. I'm going to remove this. Oops, let me clear out my current guides. I'm going to make sure that the chainsaw portion of his head is the same size as his current head. There we go. Okay. And same thing for width. Let's make sure width-wise is not too much different. Be a little different, but it doesn't look like it's much more. Okay. Let's get rid of the hair here. It's kind of the box we're working in, so we can pull off this chainsaw thing. And your typical face here. You got your typical chainsaw face. It's got a mouth that looks like it goes to where his mouth or his nose would be. And it's kind of upward, so it goes up. And then where the side of the face is, it goes back, but it goes back and down, so something like that. And where his jaw should be, you got this horrifying thing that comes out for all of the jaw, bottom portion of the jaw. Something like that. His teeth are actually more deeply inset than I thought they would be. So that's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do is just really quickly, we're going to get as many details as we can in. Okay. I love how he really has contributed so many little chainsaw parts. And if you look on the side of the face here, especially, let me make this a little opaque so you can see my line work. There you go. Looks like you can still see that in stream. If you look here, I love that there's like a pulley system of where it's pulling the chain, and like it's kind of like the hinge of his jaw where his muscles of his jaw would be, but he's converted them to machine parts. That's a really neat part of the illustration here. So up. We're gonna do a rough sketch, and we'll probably do a more refined line work here. But we're gonna go quick, quick, quick. Because this doesn't have to be perfect. This is my first ever. I always live by the motto that, you know, your artwork is 1 of 1,000, not 1 in 1,000. We do this for a lifetime. I don't need to worry too much about the small details for now. Also, you know, a great way to think about your guys' art is it's the total piece. It's not just the little details. I mean, the little details do make things unique, but if ever you're feeling like self-esteem issues or what have you, just realize that just keeping with the done is better than perfect idea and mantra in your head, keep that in mind while you're working, so that way you're getting stuff done. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find me a kind of a more profile view of this chainsaw head. I want to see how far these pieces stick out. Oh my gosh, this is so terrifying. Here's another image. Woo! Oh, it's WebP. Gosh darn it. Good old WebP. Ever since Google searched WebP, I've been so sad. Every image I say, not gonna work. Okay. Hey, there we go. That'll work, you guys. Ooh, no. It's super low quality. Nah. Part of the gig. Part of the gig is getting these images real quick. Come on. Give me the image. I'll have this for you soon enough, you guys. That's pretty good. God. Gosh, dang it. If I could just search and be like, please no WebP, please no. Oh, good. I got this image, but not WebP format. Great. There you go. Look at that, almost like Ava, Evangelion unit screaming. It's so scary. All right. So it's really interesting. Okay. Just looking through it, 3, 4. So he's got these marks that one kind of has a nose in a way, in an utterly terrifying way. So this mouth really comes up here and then connects back to here. Some this line here, He's got 3 gaps. 1. Yeah, it's one thing that's interesting is the anime is doing him in 3D, which I think is honestly a really good approach. He's such a mechanical character for the most part. And honestly, anime 3D is getting so good at this point. I never mind it. Whew. Oh boy. We'll have to clean this up, but that's alright. They don't get super detailed with the machinery portions here. Part of it is I'm also making this to be a PS1 style game, or PS1 style character. So I'm going to have to simplify some elements of it so it looks better in a low poly look. Gosh, I might want to get his tongue sticking out whenever I work on it. Rawr. Whatever, let's work fast. Rare. Work fast and then adjust later. Okay, he does have his teeth run along the whole way. And then back here, looks like you can see the handle come up and it connects at the sides here, so it's like this. You probably would see a portion of, to be like a portion of the engine work on the sides, but it doesn't look as though. It looks like you would see some of this gear. So gear. Yeah. Doing this really complex. Simplify it here in a moment. We'll take it from there. But just for now, that is utterly terrifying. Whatever. He's got a chainsaw sticking out of his face, or his nose is. Which it looks like it goes. It's no more than this portion of his face. It doesn't go into his mouth, of course. It's somewhere in there. That's a thing. We'll take it as that. Let's do side. Let's do back. Let's do the simpler to the more complex. Okay. So we're going to take this here. And we're going to copy it to this space here. Oops, not merge until I delete. So I'm going to erase this. Okay. All right, back of his head. What do we got going on there? We've got a second handle. And the engine parts do connect to his neck. So on the front one, I do need to make it to where like engine parts come down and connect to his neck. Utterly horrifying character design. So lame. It is what it is. Let's keep going. We'll get this done here. All right, back of it, we got to add a second handle, kind of a round plug, and smell line work that travels to the front of the face. Okay. The round handle does look to be where the chainsaw currently comes out of the front side. So just erase this portion here. But then it's got a round plug. We are going to see more of the side of we're going to see more of the handle here. It does connect up at the top. Let's go wild and quick with this. So we can always perfect things later. This is one of my first things. We all know that our first practice anything is going to be terrible. So let's just keep rocking it and see where we get to. Okay. It looks like on the back, there we go. That's where the engine comes in. So it's like, somewhere in there. Pulley system connects down here. And there's, quite a bit of machinery here. I think the handle on the hole should go upwards. That's something I'm definitely going to adjust here in a second. That should be the top of the head, but then handle should go up and above. And then you have all the parts that just connect down to the neck back here. Simplified in just 3, or let's do like 4. Something like that. We're just gonna do we're gonna paint a little happy chainsaw man. Okay. Whatever. Let's leave it at that. The wild thing is gonna be the side view. The side view, which I didn't fully expect to have to do the arms for, but I definitely am gonna have to do the arms for now. Okay. Oops. Front, back. Okay. This is where things get crazy. Side view. Copy. Okay, pretty happy with some of that proportionally. We'll need to... That's where the edge of his face is now. So that's about where his skull is. Alright. Now let's move our inspo here so that way we can go crazy. Yeah, sorry about the late start today, guys. Just had to do the dad life thing, but thank you for the patience of being here. So, yeah, if you dig what you're watching today on Hard Drive 32, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm on here Monday through Friday. Excited to get cool stuff underway, so on and so forth. And, yeah, hope you enjoy the little art stuff that you see. Oh, and I do want to mention that my game project stuff on the side's going well. I finished up the Unity Bolt tutorial, and I'm gonna keep going. So eventually I'll probably move some of that game project stuff onto the channel once it gets a bit more exciting. I'm gonna work through a couple other tutorials before I begin. Where's the edge of the oops? Okay. It's about where the chainsaw is. The chainsaw, ooh, come on. Oh, come on, thing. Chainsaw protrudes there. And see about 1.5 head sizes big. So we'll say like right here's gonna be the edge of the chainsaw. Jeez, man. That's freaking crazy. Okay. All right. That's nuts. You know what? I didn't think about this inspo image. I'm gonna be able to more or less just copy it. Because it's a side view as well. That's okay. Got the head here. Oh, let me fade the original line works that way I can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. There we go. I can see the lines I'm drawing on better. Okay. Utterly terrifying. This is scary as all hell. It goes back as far as his ears. It goes up, which, let's look at the comparison line here. Move the inspo for a second here. Got it ending about right here. Whew. Got so many guides going. Let me clear guides. Okay, it's here. Oops. Thank you all for being here again. Appreciate it. Move my tablet over a bit. So that way I'm leaning into things. Still see this space. All right. So I have the bottom of it right here. Definitely have to adjust the front of the face. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the front of the face. It's a lot flatter than I was expecting. So it actually should be good. Like here and around. Right. The nice thing about art is you don't have to do it perfect, because in the end of the day, just the fact that you did it is an accomplishment in and of itself. Let's make sure this is like angled properly here. Something like that. And oops. How high does that go? Goes up. About the point right here, so. There's 4 of them. Perfect. That's for certain. I have to adjust those. Got the basics down. Okay. Got his terrifying bottom jaw, which actually looks like it comes out a bit. So we'll see. Give him a bit of a chin guard because it's so terrifying. And actually, it looks like it ends halfway where your typical jaw should end. It's about right here. And it connects through those gears here. I should have done this view first. It's a lot easier. Gives me a better understanding of how it's all wired up. Boom. Voila, voila. Yeah, we'll do rough lines today, probably refine lines tomorrow. And we'll just take things from there, because I think we'll be able to move on to 3D modeling at that point. Okay, his teeth are inset about right at this point. Go back as, oh, they go further back than those lines. Definitely have to adjust that. Those little grooves there, these teeth go beyond, or go past the grooves even. And then, whew, it's terrifying character design. Looks like it goes quite a bit up. That's probably where I'm going to adjust it for the other ones too. And goes to the other side, so you probably would see something there. And he's got a bit of Mike Mignola going on in his art. I don't know if you guys know who Mike Mignola is. He's the person who does Hellboy. But he uses very graphic, strong shading. I'm really seeing a lot of that in his artwork here. Let me just give you a quick inspo image. It's one of my favorite, absolute favorite artists of all time. Go. Drop it over here. But if you see like these strong silhouetted shadows, he has in his art here. Now, Mike Mignola's is like a step beyond even what the Chainsaw Man artist is going for, but similar in the fact that they go really punchy with their inky blacks. Okay. He looks so happy. He loves being a Chainsaw Man, obviously. Oh yeah, that's right. We determined at the end of the chainsaw is where the other handle was. So, at least that's what I thought. It actually looks like it goes. It does start here, the other handle, but it goes beneath it to the base of the base of the neck. Not quite the base of the neck, but close. Okay, so it's. Wow, crazy. Okay. Adjust that some more. I'm not making concept art or promotional art here. I'm just learning. I think just me making a PlayStation 1 style Chainsaw Man is enough to impress people once it's all said and done. The accuracy of it doesn't need it to necessarily be perfect here. At this point, it is all... Gotcha. It's got like plates of metal. That, and then the things which connect, the wiring that connects to the skull. And I don't even know if I want to say we're doing a bunch of little spikes right now. No, not worth my time. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because that's how obsessive I am. So, big, little, big, little, oops, big, little, big, little. Thing is, whenever I get to the 3D modeling phase, I don't even know if I'll do this. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. Let's not worry about it. Because when we get to the 3D modeling, that might be part of the texture work. So we'll worry about that then. Okay, sideline work copy. We can erase this old head here. Now we've got his terrifying chainsaw form in there. Okay. Definitely gonna have to do the arms, looks like, which sucks because I actually had drawn on the arms, which maybe I still have them somewhere in here. I should not have gotten rid of them. I did add the arms at one point when I was drawing yesterday. It's okay. Is what it is. Let's go ahead and take this moment here to adjust what I have on the others on the front, for example. See what I mean? Like, if I had spent time actually correcting the stuff, I would have realized it was like way inaccurate later. So, just really quickly. This needs to be completely, oops, where's this? Completely flat. So, chin side is there, and then erase, erase, erase. Erase, erase, erase. Down. And then let's add another one for the handle here. Okay, and then our new top of the head. I don't know if I like how tall I made that head. I adjusted here on this other one. Let's shrink that. Like so. Let's also go ahead and combine it. Oh. There we go. Okay, I like that a little bit better. All right, so now you clear guides and drag this down, drag that down. Okay, that feels a lot better. Got handles here. Say they're actually visible. I know they're not. I'll adjust them afterwards. This needs to go to about half of what I have it here. That needs to be erased and become kind of like connecting lines to the pulley system there. And our teeth. You look so funny here. Okay. We got our teeth there. Just add a bunch of sharp teeth. There are all sorts of different heights in the actual one, but we'll worry about that later. Bam! There's less, but there are teeth. Bam. The other thing is they come down like right here. So like right there. Boy, I can tell I'm gonna have to adjust this afterwards. Let's worry about it later though. Alright, happy with the side view. Let's go ahead and even though you can't necessarily see, the chainsaw, I do want to do the length of it, so okay, so it's the entire forearm and hand width down is actually how he has his the length of his arm chainsaws. So let's go ahead and go ahead and draw that. Let's do this on a different. Yeah, different layer, so that way I can duplicate it. Got out here. Alright, goes right through his arm. It's like Wolverine, but with a chainsaw. Okay. What have you? Somewhere in there. All right. Now let's go ahead and work on the arms here. Get the chainsaw arms on the side. What are we at time-wise? 2:02? Cool. Let's knock out these arms real quick. Probably call it in for the stream today. Sorry that the work time was a little bit short. Just kind of working with kiddos. And I'll definitely give you guys a week heads up before I change schedule. Okay. Top of arms. Let's see. Elbows. Hands. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Got arm socket here. Keep it aligned. Okay, down. Woo, that is so sick looking. Just doing that line and I'm picturing what the end of a chainsaw is gonna look like. That's so cool. All right. Is our hands that big? Yeah, I guess our hands that big. Like a PS1 style hand. Roughly that shape for the wrinkles. Boom. Boom. This part comes in here and down. Goes up here. top of the... Ooh, it's actually way higher than I thought it was. Okay, so that's like... technically be outside. Funny how simple bits of angle really throw my brain for a loop. Let's drop this out for a second. Like that. This. The question is, the top is here. Yeah, it would go down like this on both sides. Okay, so go like this and that. Whew, why did that throw my brain? It got my brain going, man. Oh my gosh, that makes no sense. Wait a second. Feels so silly, guys. Why am I gotta turn this in my head in 3D and I'm like... It's just... I'm looking at my own. My own rolled up sleeve in the mirror. No, it looks flat. Be flat this way though? I'm so confused. This is something I solve in 3D and this is... We'll make note of this as I learn. Experiments in 3D. All right. Now, how wide is that chainsaw on the side of his arm? Oh. I got it a little bit wrong. You know, in the front view, I'll actually see the chainsaw. It's a side view, I won't see the chainsaw. Okay. Think about it, it's set in his arm. So on the front, y'all, needs to be... Let me make sure I get the lines down here. Okay, and I got the other line here for the top of it. But it should be actually coming up and out of this area. It's just a little bit past his arms. It's almost a... It's actually almost the... There we go. The width of the arms here. I might exaggerate this when I get to the actual 3D modeling stage, just to have some fun with it. That's what we're actually dealing with. That's what I should have done earlier. Cool, okay. That's a proper chainsaw boy that I was meaning to do earlier. Oops. Copying this. By the way, I hope my audio has been a lot better for you guys today, because I did do some adjustments to how audio works on here. So hopefully you hear the audio ducks, so that way you can hear me a little bit better. And you're still getting music. It's just good enough. Boom. Okay. Let's clear our lines for a second. Let's put the base color in for just a moment. Yeah, sick. Okay. Sweet. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do one little thing. I'm gonna get the base colors in real quick, and then we can call it quits, because it's just so easy to fill in these colors. All right. Base color copy. Let me compress some layers here. And rename. Cool. Thanks again, by the way, for being here, guys. This is HeartDrive32, channel dedicated to the journey of making a video game, and most importantly, video games focused as revivals of 32-bit gen of games, things like PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, N64. And so you're here watching me do a little art and potentially some 3D drawing or 3D work here in the next few days. So if you're enjoying yourself, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I always love it. It's a big deal to me. I really want this to grow. I want to do this as a living. It'd be my dream come true to do this a living. So thank you guys for being here and making that, one step closer to being a reality. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay. Very quickly, just filling in some basic colors to see what we got here. This chainsaw's form is red, if I recall right. Yeah, it's like a orangey red. Let's just go ahead and sample from the original artwork. Save some time. Once again, not working on promo concept art. I just want to move quickly here. So I want to get to the 3D modeling phase as quickly as I can, because I want to see what kind of hiccups and trouble I'm going to run into whenever I start doing 3D modeling. So I know that whenever I do revisit this process of building character models and concept art, what kind of troubles I'm going to have. So the real trouble is going to begin when I get into 3D. But hopefully, you know what? That's going to be more interesting, is just watching my struggles whenever I get to the 3D portion as well. Ooh. Okay, so that's something in the back. The back, see, I'm glad I'm coloring. Looks like in the back, I have to, the portion, oops, the red portion only is for a little bit of it. So I need to, only this, like the plastic on the chainsaw is there. Then it becomes black like metal. So as you see, that should be red. And then the rest is kind of the metal color. Okay, what's the metal color? Kind of a brownish, yeah, purplish brown. Color this in real quick here. Just really quick. so we get a idea of this. Before we go working on refined lines. Doing good, moving quick. Yeah, by the way, I'm also really excited to start working on the t-shirt stuff. I have some really fun ideas for t-shirt designs, and it's also going to help me practice my art and, you know, hopefully earn a little side revenue while I'm at it. And I might do some based on anime as well. Ooh, I just got a new message here. I'll check it out in a second. Okay. Just copy this here and put it here. Whoops. I'll deal with that later.
I don't want your story. I just need a name.
Somehow I combined side view and back view.
Everyone around you is just in the way. You don't want my story. You just need a
Go. Back view. I'll eventually fix the overlap here. Arm. Okay. On the side, I'll probably do a quick masking layer so I can hide some of this line work on the body so that way we can see his arms better. Big, just a little bit, make it a little clearer. This is pretty messy at the moment anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Alright. Let's see here, what are we missing on the colors? Need to do the... I'll just really quickly copy paste this. The lines for this extra handle. C and back. Oops. It's up here. Moving quick, moving quick. Polish later. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. And inspo. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Chainsaw here, lighter color of pink. have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whatever. Just gotta keep moving these things. There. Now they're not touching. Now I don't feel bad about doing the chainsaw color here. Which I really think is kind of a blue. Inspiration. It's not very blue, is it? It's definitely a warmer color. At least in this particular illustration. It's alright. Let's do this here. Get that in there. Yeah, the final result of this is going to look like a 32-bit game character, so... Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Now all these colors will probably end up adjusting once I see some other designs for Chainsaw Man, because I bet I'll see like what his colors actually should be. This is based on what I'm using right now is based on a cover art, and cover art always has very stylized kind of colors. Okay, so he goes white with his teeth. Or something. Let's get this arm colored in too. Boo, boo, boo. Go. Have you? Bet it's monochromatic still, so it's probably still kind of a warm white. Oh, I need to add the color of his eyes too, which I love. He's kind of got like some eyes hidden in those vents. Okay. And the vents, I think they're traditionally black. Okay, yeah, so they're like a deep, deep red. Which I need to add them in on the front real quick here, too. Oops. Yeah, like nearly black. What's cool is that he's got like some orange eyes that go across the vents themselves. Something like that. There's 4 of them. Quickly. There's some studies that show that almost like working, it's quantity over quality that actually leads to great artists. And we'll just say that's what I'm doing on this stream, is quantity. I'm doing a lot of quantity. My goal should be lots of quantity. Oops. That's all right. That'll work. And then I'm gonna create a base layer that kind of beneath this to put some darkness in the mouth from the front view. Rawr. Scary. All right, guys. Cool. Yeah, let's call it quits for now. We might do refined line work next time. Or honestly, I might just go ahead and move on to 3D stuff to next time. Because, like, honestly, I don't know what's important whenever it comes to the 3D modeling phase. And so the amount of work I put into this could be not useful in the next phase, or it could be the reverse. The vast majority of that could be very useful in 3D modeling. We're going to find out. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here again on Hard Drive 32. And we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much. I love you. Great to have you here. And we'll catch up here soon. All right. Ciao.